Fly infestation is a major problem in poultry farms and is of significant concern because they are not only responsible for economic loss but are also a public health threat as they transmit many disease causing germs of animals and humans. Fly menace is usually seen in rainy season, but with climate change it has become important to be vigilant throughout the year. Why is fly infestation common in farms? That's because the factors which are favorable for fly breeding are abundant in the farm, like the wet poultry manure, dead birds, dead rodents, broken eggs, etc. Ammonia, nitrogen, and amines are the other major attractant of flies in the farm. Flies are attracted to the smell of compounds containing ammonia, nitrogen, and amines, which are produced as a result of improper protein metabolism or poor hepatic functions in bird's body, and the flies can smell it from a very long distance. Life cycle of housefly is usually 2 to 3 weeks, but may be longer in winter season. There are 4 distinct stages in the life cycle of a fly, that is, egg, larva, pupa, and adult. After fertilization, the female housefly deposits her eggs in the crevices and corners of some decaying organic matter. Within a day, the first larvae begins to emerge from the eggs. They grow rapidly and almost double their size in just 2 days and start molting. Molting is a process by which most of the insects in their growing stage shed their outer covering and grows a new one to emerge larger and more developed. A fly larvae has 3 stages of development, that is, first instar, second instar, and third instar. Next developmental stage is pupa, from which the fully grown fly emerges. The process from fertilized egg to a fully grown fly is completed within 7 to 10 days during warm and humid weather. Some facts about houseflies. Life cycle of houseflies is about 2 to 3 weeks, but in wet summer weather it is reduced to 7 to 10 days. Adult flies live for 20 to 25 days, but sometimes up to 30 days. They can fly a distance of 1 to 3 kilometers, and thus it is advisable to establish poultry farms at least 3 kilometers away from human habitation. At any given time, when fly infestation is evident in a farm, the adult fly population is just 20%. But the major problem, that is 80%, lies in the form of fly eggs, larvae, and pupae, which can lead to heavy to very heavy infestation within no time. And 1 kg of manure can produce up to 10,000 adult flies. Isn't it alarming? Is it possible to control fly at all the developmental stages? No. Flies can be controlled only in adult and larval stage. So, an integrated approach is required to control fly population in the farm. What are the problems faced due to fly infestation? Flies act as disease vector of human and animal disease like Newcastle disease, avian influenza, salmonella, E. coli, campylobacter, roundworms, tapeworms, etc. They cause stress in birds which leads to production loss, pathogen transmission in newly laid eggs, specks on light reduce level of illumination, and specks on tabled egg reduce its market value. Moreover, fly infestation is a public health issue and often leads to poor community relations in the vicinity of farms. Is it possible to eradicate flies from a farm? Unfortunately, the answer is no, but the problem can be reduced or controlled by adopting the following combined measures. Best managemental practices like manure management, maintain appropriate height and check for leakages in drinking lines, clean feeders, remove dead birds and rodents, broken eggs, etc. Keep a check on the ammonia level inside sheds, remove grass and shrubs around the poultry houses, adopt mechanical control measures like using mesh and traps, chemical control by using adulticide, larvicide, and litter conditioner. Let us see how to apply chemical control measures effectively. By application of insect growth regulator, that is NOLAR-C. NOLAR-C is an insect growth regulator which, when fed to birds, is metabolized and is left in the manure. It disrupts molting process in larvae. That is, it interferes with the formation of chitin covering during the 3 developmental stages of larvae and eventually destroys them. Benefits of using NOLAR-C is it controls all the larval stages of housefly. Direction for use: give 250 gram per ton of feed for 4 to 6 weeks or as suggested by veterinarian. Litter conditioner is another very effective way of controlling larval growth. Larvent Gold Plus, Flynil Gold and Flynil Gold Plus are highly concentrated natural clay and herbal litter conditioner spray which controls all stages of fly larvae within 24 to 36 hours and effectively manages wet litter condition in poultry farms. Visible result after application of Larvent Gold Plus and Flynil Gold Plus is that the manure has dried up significantly, which is unfavorable for the growth of fly larva. Advantages of using Larvent Gold Plus and Flynil Gold Plus is that it improves litter quality, very effective in reducing noxious gases like ammonia and hydrogen sulfide in litter. It prevents growth of pathogens by keeping the litter dry, controls all stages of fly larvae within 24 to 36 hours of application, and effectively manages wet litter condition in poultry farms. Direction for use: Larvent in layers use 600 ml to 800 ml per 10,000 birds, and in breeders 800 ml per 2,000 birds. Larvent Gold Plus in layers 400 to 600 ml per 10,000 birds, and in breeders 600 ml per 2,000 birds. Flynil Gold Plus mix 5 to 10 ml per liter of water and spray in 50 to 200 square feet area or as suggested by veterinarian. Spoton is a potent fly adulticide. Benefits of using Spoton are: it controls adult flies effectively, safe to use even in presence of birds, and no resistance development. Direction for use: sprinkle Spoton on fly infested areas, place Spoton granules on paper plates, gunny bags, or on old egg trays separated by a gap of 10 to 15 feet. Result of Spoton application in a farm. After Spoton application, 90% of adult fly population gets controlled. Another very effective adulticide spray is Free All. This is adulticide for effective control of fly, lice and mites. Direction for use: prepare a solution of 20 ml per liter of water and spray 5 liters of reconstituted solution per 100 square meter surface.